Hi, this is Brandon Spilley from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the alternating dumbbell floor press. This is a great floor press option to mix things up rather than just doing a regular floor press, but it's also great for your personal training clients, sports performance athletes, to be able to get some horizontal pressing in, but also begin to use some single arm and unilateral work, but also maintain some good quality shoulder health as well. So I would say for sure you're going to want your athlete to have like push-ups kind of mastered, overall horizontal pressing mastered, probably just a regular single arm dumbbell floor press mastered to be able to start programming this. But I really like the fact that we get the arms moving, alternating, just kind of like in sport and with gait and how our arms swing whenever we walk and things like that. This can definitely be valuable in that regard as well. So really all you need is some space and a pair of dumbbells and you should be good to go. So I'm going to get down here on the floor in good quality position. The best way to start is to start with the dumbbells on your thighs here. If you're somebody really strong, you might have to put them up on like a bench or something, or have somebody hand them to you. But for the most part, if you can pick them up and get them on your thighs, you're probably good to go. So I'm gonna get down here. So we're gonna fall back here. Got the dumbbells. So my wrists are stacked over my elbows here. So notice that I'm not out like this, and I'm not like this. I got my elbows out here with my wrist on top of my elbows, and then we're gonna rock back in a regular floor press position. So we don't wanna be out here, okay? We don't want our arms out at 9 degrees. Many people are gonna start out here, they got really strong shoulders, really weak triceps, and they think they're gonna press like this, okay? Definitely not ideal, hard on the shoulder, just not a whole lot of benefit to that pressing pattern. What we want to do is make sure that our elbows are at a 30, 45 degree angle and they're kind of in slightly, okay? That's going to keep our shoulder joint happier in the long run, but also, you're going to get some additional tricep work and overall just a better pressing pattern. You're probably going to be able to move more weight in the long run this way anyways. So we got our elbows in at that good quality angle. Feet are optional. They can be, extended or up. That's up to you. The only thing I would say that if you're like a competitive strength sports athlete, you're probably going to want to have your feet flat to prevent you from doing one of these numbers and creating a decline, which will make the exercise easier, but also, kind of take away some perks of that horizontal pressing pattern. But once we're here, then we're going to start with both dumbbells up, okay, and then we're going to come down with one arm, briefly touch the ground, come back here, and we're just going to alternate back and forth until we get our desired, reps on each side. Now, you'll see some people want to start from the bottom and then press up here and rest down here in the bottom because obviously your arm is on the floor. I'm not a big fan of that. If you happen to relax your shoulders and everything, it just doesn't feel the greatest in my opinion. I think it's better to start up at the top, use that joint stacking and keep them up here, and then when you're done you can also come back. So you got some options there, but I think the top-down approach is probably the place you want to start, especially if you're working with youth athletes. That dumbbell and that arm just going to completely relax on the floor. You have to coach them up how to stay strong in a good position. If you're up here, they're at least squeezing the dumbbells good and hard there. So really not overly complicated. The big thing is to make sure that you're not going to have those elbows flared out. We're not in that nasty internal rotated position, which is hard on the shoulders. We want to have the elbows slightly tucked in. Like I said, 30 to 45 degree angle, somewhere in that area. That will all depend upon you a little bit. And that's going to be to our shoulders in a good, healthy position. But it's also going to help if we go to, do a dumbbell bench press, or if we want to learn how to bench press with a barbell. That's going to carry over better for us in the long run anyways. And then obviously you're just going to drop down, perform one arm at a time, keep everything good and rigid. And as you're moving that arm, you're going to feel your abdominals do a little bit of work and prevent you from kind of rotating side to side, especially if you start getting into really heavy dumbbells. Obviously using 15s, 20s, you're probably not going to feel a whole lot, but if you start using 60s, 70s, 80s, then you're really going to feel your body start to rotate towards that side. You have to kind of resist that. When we program these, We like these for usually about 3, sometimes 4 sets of about 6 to 8 per side. You can certainly do 10, but it's kind of a long time to begin holding the dumbbells. I really like 6 to 8. I think it's a good rep range to be in. And then we know we pair this with something else, usually something horizontal pulling related. But if you got an athlete or client with banged up shoulders, you're looking a way to just add a different pressing option, this is a great one to do to mix up with your standard horizontal pressing work, but also get some unilateral work out of it as well as you alternate arms back and forth. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.